The Minnesota Media Archive is brought to you by North Metro TV. Your support helps make the archive possible. Please consider a one-time donation. The past comes alive at North Metro TV, where we can help you transfer your old videotapes, films, cassette tapes, record albums, and even photographs and slides to DVD and digital so you can enjoy them again. North Metro TV, bringing the past to life.
Good evening and welcome to Centennial High School for tonight's North Suburban Conference matchup between the Centennial Cougars and the Buffalo Bison. How you doing, everybody? Dave Washburn bringing you all the action tonight on North Metro 15, and this should be a great matchup between two of the currently stronger teams in the North Suburban Conference. Centennial comes in 2-0 in the conference, 2-1 on the season. Buffalo 1-1 on the conference for the season and 2-1 during the course of the regular season. Well, we're just about to get underway here as both teams are taking the field. The Cougars coached by Mike Watson. And now we'll take a look at the Cougar offense. Ryan Olson and Mark Slayton are the wideouts. The backs are Matt Gray and Kyle Massey. And there you get a look at Carl Nowakowski, the 6'3", 195 senior. He's also one of the captains on this team. Matt Gray, the tailback, was out last week. He's back again this week, and he's a 6'1" senior. Jared Massey at fullback. He's a captain as well, and we are underway as Buffalo will take the kickoff at the 5, out across the 15, and brought down hard is Eric Thompson on the return, and Buffalo will start at about their own 16-yard line. Well, on Buffalo offense, starting in the backfield will be Zach Christ and Chad Anderson. They are the backs. The quarterback is Micah Schmeling. The tight end is Nick Frost. Eric Thompson and Corey Braun are the wideouts. Across the front line, it's Matt McCollum, Rob Sandy, Ryan Knott, Seth Olson, and Adam Reich. So first and 10 at the 16. Back is Schmeling. He'll throw it over the middle, and it's caught and brought down by Eric Thompson. And he will pick up a 10-yard gain and a first down for Buffalo. So right away, as you see the rest of the Cougars on defense, Travis Bramer, the senior, Mark Sala, defensive end. And we'll get you more here in just a moment. So a first and 10 for Buffalo. And the handoff will go up the middle to Chad Anderson. Anderson will gain about 3 yards on the play. So nice pickup on first down for Anderson. And then the defensive backfield for the Cougars, Reynolds McConnell. Kriegler. So second down and 7 now for Buffalo, as they are near the 30 at about the 29-yard line. Handoff, and actually keeping it himself will be Schmeling, and it looks like he may have enough for a first down as he's out across the 35 to the 36. And we'll check the gain on that one. So a 6-yard pickup. And a third down and 1 for Buffalo. Split backs in the backfield are Kristen Anderson. Handoff up the middle. And a 5-yard pickup and a first down for Buffalo as Christ will pick up the necessary yardage. So a couple of first downs in the books for Buffalo as they come out spreading the ball around and able to move themselves up the field here as they have a 1st and 10 just across the 40 at the 41. The ball actually spotted just shy of the 41. One man split to the near side, that's Braun. And Christ up the middle, he'll be hit hard after he picks up about 3 yards on the play and bring up a 2nd down and 7 as Jared Massey steps in and makes the big hit for Centennial. So Schmeling will bring him to the line. I backfield for Buffalo. 2nd down and 7. One man split to the near side, one man split to the far side. Handoff up the middle to Christ. He'll pick up about 3 and bring up a 3rd and 4 situation as Justin Glander, the linebacker, in to make the stop. Big number 51, 6 foot, 200-pound senior. So a 3rd down and 4 situation now for Buffalo. Split backs now. Man in the slot is Frost. Toss over the middle, nearly picked off as it's in and out of the hands of Thompson. And coming close to making that pick was the free safety, Josh Kriegler, and will bring up 4th down on a punting situation. So Buffalo able to move the ball a little bit, but they aren't able to make it to Centennial territory, and they will be forced to punt it away. Tyler Olson will be on to punt. 2 men back deep will be Massey and Ryan Olson for the Cougars. And fumble on the punt. Cougars recover, and they will have it 1st and 10 at the 38 as there to cover up the football was defensive tackle Matt Radenke, and Centennial recovers the fumble, and they will have 1st and 10 in great field position. Let's take another look at it as Tyler Olson back to punt, has trouble with the ball, and then he's hit hard and brought down, and Centennial will have great field position at the Buffalo 38. We'll give you the Buffalo defense and the Centennial offense shortly, but first the handoff to Jared Massey. He'll pick up about 5 yards on the play. For Buffalo on defense across the front line, it's Scott Rose, Al Paulson, Sean Madsen, and Mike Ehrenberg. The linebackers are Zach Christ, Brandon Snare, and Rob Sandy. And we will have a timeout. The defensive backfield, Ryan Worm, James Walls, Mika Schmeling, and Brandon Benzer for the Bison. And we'll have an illegal procedure call, first penalty of the game. So it's back to 2nd down and 10 now as the Cougars come to the line. We'll get you the offense shortly. 3 men split to the far side for Centennial. Empty backfield. Nowakowski will just tuck it down and run himself, and he's near the 1st down. It looks like he'll pick up the 1st down as he gains 11 yards on the play. And Carl Nowakowski with the great play there to pick up 11 yards and a 1st down, as we'll take another look as he rumbles, stumbles, and falls forward. He's finally brought down on the play by Brandon Snare, the linebacker. And the first down for the Cougars. 2 men split to the far side. Split backs in the backfield. The handoff to Gray, and he will go nowhere as he's stuffed. May have even lost a yard on the play. as Matt Gray with his first carry of the night. And he will lose a yard on the play as Al Paulson, big number 73, there to make the stop. So Gray will come off, and Nowakowski will bring him to the line. Brian Burns in at tailback for the Cougars. The handoff to Massey, and he'll pick up some nice yardage. He'll gain about 5. As it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 situation now. And actually we'll give him a 4-yard pickup, so 9 yards on the night for Jared Massey on 2 carries. 3rd down and 7 now. One man split to the far side. And one man in motion. The pitch back to Massey. And he's down inside the 20 to about the 14. He'll pick up about 8 yards and a 1st down for Centennial. There you see the nice blocking that he picked up, and pops the would-be tackler and gets himself a nice 1st down for Centennial. So 1st and 10 at the 14 for, check that, at the 16 for the Cougars. And the handoff up the middle to Brian Burns, and Burns with his first carry of the night will pick up a yard on the play. Murray there with the stop for Centennial. That's actually give Burns a couple of yards on that play. Nowakowski into the corner, and touchdown. Mark Slatton there to make the catch. And it is a touchdown for the Cougars. A 14-yard pass play to Slatton. And we'll take another look at it here as Nowakowski just lofts it up for the corner of the end zone, and Slatton with his big frame goes up and get it. He's 6'6", and he comes down with the football. And the first score of the game goes in favor of the Cougars. Jason Vanslow on to kick the extra point, and it's good. And Centennial leads 7-0. So on that drive, the Cougars go 38 yards in 7 plays, and they draw first blood here and go up by a score of 7-0. Let's get another look at that touchdown. As you'll see, Slatton out on the far side, and he just goes up and after it, and over the top of James Walls, who's only 5'9". Slatton 6'6", and the Cougars with the lead. Back deep for Buffalo will be Eric Thompson, along with Chad Anderson. Kick will come to the near side to Thompson at about the 5. He's across the 10 to the 15, out across the 20. Nobody there to touch him, and finally brought down at about the 26-yard line, and that's where Buffalo will take over 1st and 10. Here we'll see the nice hole opened up by the Bison, and finally I believe that was Nick LeClaire, number 29, there to make the stop. So Buffalo on the 27 will bring both wideouts to the near side. It's Braun and Thompson. High backfield. Braun will go in motion. Schmeling will pitch to Anderson. Anderson tries to turn the corner, and he'll be wrapped up. He'll pick up nearly 3 yards on the play as he's out near the 30. Sala there to make the stop. And here you get another look at it on the pitch. And actually a couple of defenders there for the Cougars to make the stop. This time they'll split Braun out to the near side and Thompson to the far side. Split backs in the backfield. Thompson comes in motion to the near side. Here's Schmeling rolling near side, and he'll dump it off for Thompson, and he may have enough for a first down. And we'll see where they spot the football. He needed to get about 6 yards for the first down, and he does. And here you get another look. Just enough for Thompson to pick up the first down. And Buffalo on the move once again. Two men split to the far side. Handoff up the middle. I believe that was Christ, as he's out near the 40. And so he'll gain a couple of yards on the play. 4:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Centennial up on top, 7-0. As Buffalo trying to answer back from the touchdown. Two men split to the near side. It'll be Thompson split to the far side. Braun goes in motion. High backfield for the Bison. Looked like one of the linemen may have jumped a little bit early, but no call and no gain on the play for Christ. So Travis Bramer stepping up and making the stop from the nose guard position, and no gain will bring up a 3rd down and 7 situation now for Buffalo. Schmeling walks over and gets the play from head coach Gerald Roll for the Bison. High backs, two men split to the far side, one to the near side. And back to pass is Schmeling. He's looking to the far side, and Thompson is open. He's across midfield, still on his feet. He'll finally be brought down just across the 50, and he will gain nearly 10 yards on the play. Let's give him 9 on that one. And Eric Thompson has all of the passing yardage for Buffalo now. He has 25 yards on the game. So far, Mika Schmeling, 3 of 4 on the night for 25 yards. And Buffalo taking their first venture into Centennial territory. Schmeling will keep it himself, and he trips ahead, and he will pick up 11 yards and another first down for Buffalo. As Buffalo moving the ball well, as you'll see him come around the corner, avoids one tackle, and able to dive ahead to pick up the first down inside the 40 at the 39 of Centennial. And we'll have a whistle and a stoppage of play. So the officials will talk things over here with 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And illegal procedure will be the call, so the first penalty of the night on Buffalo. We'll move them back. We'll see if we can get a look at it here. And apparently Travis Bramer was drawn off as he dove headlong into the Buffalo line, but nonetheless a penalty called on Buffalo, their first of the night, and a 1st and 15 situation as the ball's moved back to the 44-yard line. Lone setback for Buffalo. 3 wideouts to the far side. Schmeling rolls left, and it's batted away. He tried to lob it over the top of the defender and hit Corey Braun, but Centennial able to bat that away. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 15 situation now for Centennial, or excuse me, for Buffalo. Let's take a look and see if we can see who the defender was there that got up and swatted that down. I believe that was Travis Bramer, who was able to get up and bat that one away. So a nice play by Bramer, and a second down and 15 now. Split backs in the backfield for the Cougars. Two men split to the far side. The Cougars do blitz, and down goes Schmeling as coming through was Jared Massey to make the sack, and we'll have a loss of about 4 yards on the play, and a 3rd down and 9. Or 3rd and 17, I should say. There you see Massey busting through and putting the lick on Schmeling. So a 3rd down and 17. So actually only a loss of 2 on that play. And another blitz shown by the Cougars. This time they back off. Here's Schmeling back. Looking downfield, he's going deep. And just a little bit too long for Eric Thompson. He had a step on his man, but overthrew it by a couple of yards, and the Cougars will dodge the bullet as 4th down. Here you get another look, and just beyond the fingertips of Thompson as he will try, but he just can't reach. He did have a step on his man, and Buffalo will be forced to punt it away as Tyler Olson is on. So he'll punt it away from the 47-yard line. This time a clean snap, and he gets the punt away. It's out of play in the corner, and we'll see where they spot it as the side judge there will walk up, and it will be the 20-yard line, and that's where the Cougars will take over. 1st and 10 as we near the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Cougars on top by a score of 7-0. Now the Cougars able to get themselves on the board about midway through the first period on the 14-yard pass from Nowakowski to Slatton to complete the 7-play, 38-yard drive. Now 2 men split to the near side will be Ryan Olson and Slatton. The handoff to Gray, and Gray will plow ahead across the line of scrimmage. And he will pick up 4 yards on the play. So 2nd down and 6 now for the Cougars. Once again, Slayton and Ryan split to the near side. Actually, Ryan will move back into the slot area. Lone setback for the Cougars. And Nowakowski back to pass off the fingertips of his intended receiver, Brian Burns. And an incompletion for Carl Nowakowski. Here you get another look at it, and just off the fingertips of Burns. So a 3rd down and 6 situation now for the Cougars. Running in the play for Centennial will be Nate Parcell. Slayton and Olson split to the near side. Ben Gusvig also in at tailback for the Cougars, and Nowakowski will call a timeout. Didn't like what he saw, so he'll stop the clock, and the whole entire offense will come over and talk things over with the coaching staff. And he came to the line, and almost immediately, as soon as he got up under center, didn't like the coverage that the Bison had set up for him, so he called the timeout, and we'll come over and have a chat with Mike Watson and the Cougars coaching staff as they discuss what they need to do to pick up that 1st down. Well, as I mentioned before the game, the Bison having a pretty good season so far. They're coming off a nice win over Monticello, 20-14 last week. Both of these teams will face difficult tasks coming up next week. Cougars will head to Irondale to take on the Knights, and Buffalo will travel to Cambridge Isani to take on the Blue Jackets. And now we're set to go. High backfield for the Cougars. Two men split to the near side. The pitch to Massey, and he will be close to the first down as Jared Massey tumbles over the 30, and they will give him the first down. So 6-yard pickup for Massey, and a Cougar first down as you see Massey with a nice hole, and then he's tripped up, and his forward momentum carries him across the 30 to the 31. And a nice gain and a first down for the Cougars. So 1st and 10 now at the 40, or at the 30, I should say, and it will be Massey picking up maybe a yard on the play. And you see the handoff, and he'll just run into a wall. Nice stop there defensively by Rob Sandy, the linebacker, coming up to make the stop. And that is the end of the first quarter of play with the score. Centennial 7 and the Bison nothing. No, that's not me you see on your screen. I'm kind of hiding back in the corner. But we have a full house here in the press box tonight, so bear with me as we've got about 15 people talking at once here. So between being packed into the corner and not being able to see and not being able to hear what's going on, other than that, we're doing just fine here. We're going to look at nice look at Mr. Slayton, the recipient of the touchdown pass. Mark Slayton, the 6'6", 187-pound senior. Got that 14-yard touchdown pass earlier tonight. Well, 2nd down and 9 situation when we come back to play. Ball spotted just across the 30 at the 31. Cougars will be set to go. Come on, home! Olson and Slayton will split to the far side. Offset eye for the Cougars. Back to pass is Nowakowski. He looks out in the flat, and Massey's pounded as soon as he catches the ball. There to make the stop is Rob Sandy, and we'll have a loss of about 4 on that pass. So Jared Massey with the reception, but they're going to lose about 4 yards. A 3rd and 13 now for the Cougars. Slayton will split to the near side. Nowakowski under center. He's looking downfield and a little bit too far. Slayton got turned around a little bit on that play, and that'll bring up a 4th down situation as the Cougars will be forced to punt the ball away. And Dwayne Koski will be on to punt for the Cougars. Koski only 5'8", 150 pounds, but my mistake is he's coming on to block, and it'll be Colin Pearson on to punt. One man back deep, a very high wobbly kick, hits it midfield and takes a Centennial bounce, and still not a great punt as Buffalo will take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. So not a great punt for the Cougars, and Bison will take over in pretty good field position. Well, just about a minute gone here in the 2nd quarter. Centennial still on top. As the Bison come to the line. Split backs in the backfield. 2 men split to the far side for Buffalo. The handoff to Christ, and Christ will pull his way through the line. He'll pick up about 6 yards on the play. So a second down and 4 now for the Cougars, or excuse me, for the Bison. Eric Thompson will split to the near side. And the handoff to Chris. He's looking to get outside, and he does, still on his feet, and he's down near the 30. And he will gain about 17 yards on that play. A great gain for Zach Christ. And here you get another look as he just works his way through and then finds himself open in the defensive backfield of the Cougars. So another first down. That's the 6th in the game for Buffalo. And Schmeling under center.
Come on, boys, make the play.
And the hard count draws Centennial offside. They bit big time on that one. Second Centennial penalty. And they will have 5 yards marked off. It'll bring up a 1st and 5 situation. Here you'll see the hard count by Schmeling. And about 3 Centennial players take the plunge. And the handoff to Christ, and he'll be dropped right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play for Christ, and a 2nd down and 5 situation. Nice stop by the Cougars as he's hit hard. It appeared to be Jared Massey coming through the line to make that stop. Eric Thompson split to the near side. 2 men split in the backfield, and Braun to the far side for the Bison. Schmeling fakes the handoff. He'll take it himself, and he'll be stood up. Looks like he may be short of the first down. We'll have to check the spot, and they'll probably have to measure this one. That actually looks like he will be stopped a yard short, as you can see the big hit put on. He bounced back, and his forward momentum carried him near the line of scrimmage. Now they are going to have to measure, and we'll get a look. And inches short. So 4-yard pickup for Schmeling, and a 3rd and very short situation for the Bison. Expect Zach Christ to probably take the ball, the big 220-pound fullback. And this far in, don't expect a field goal if they don't make it. Ball just outside the 20-yard line.
Watch the ball.
Actually, maybe just shy of the 21.
Come on, boys. Come on, Bees.
So 3rd and inches for the Bison. It will be Thompson splitting to the near side and Braun to the far side. Split backs in the backfield for Schmeling and the Bison. And the quarterback sneak, he'll have more than enough to get through, as he'll pick up about 3 yards on the play. And another Buffalo first down, their 7th of the game. And here you can look right down the line of scrimmage and see the surge by the Bison. And they will pick up the first down. So the ball inside the 20. And the handoff to Chris. He's down inside the 15 to about the 14. Give him a gain of about 4 yards on that one. 40 yards on the game now for Christ. And there you see Chris to pick up that 4 yards the hard way. That was Buffalo driving, plenty of time left to go here in the first half. Over 8 minutes on the clock, a 2nd down and 6 situation. Man comes in motion to the near side, that's Mortensen. And Thompson will go in motion to the far side. Schmeling is nearly brought down, but he will stay on his feet, turn the corner, and he'll be close to a 1st down. We'll check the spot of the ball. Looks like he'll gain about 5 yards on that play. And trying to see who he got away from. It looked like that was Bobby Hansen, the linebacker, who busted through but couldn't quite bring him down. He'll pick up 4 yards on that play. Check that, 5 yards on the play, and bring up a 3rd down and 1. Another 3rd and short situation for the Bison. They're inside the 10-yard line at about the 9. It'll be Thompson. Split to the near side. The handoff to Christ. He's got a hole. He closes quickly, but he'll have more than enough for the 1st down as he's down near the 5. And actually, he'll be down to about the 4, a gain of about 5 yards on that play. And there you see. So it'll be 1st and goal now, actually at the 3. So test now for the Cougars defensive line. Here's Christ, and touchdown. So a 3-yard touchdown run for Zach Christ. And he has made it a 7-6 ball game here in the 2nd quarter. Here you see Christ as the Buffalo defense able to spread out, or excuse me, the Buffalo offense able to spread out the defense, and Christ is in on the 3-yard run. And Buffalo on to try the extra point. 9-play drive. Goes 54 yards. And Marshall with the extra point, and we're all knotted up at 7 apiece. Kind of an unusual twist. Number 16, David Marshall, on to kick the extra point. Their kicker so far this season has been Chad Damer, and Damer has 5 field goals already on the season, so I don't know if he's a little bit banged up coming into this one, or what the situation is, or if they just bring him on for the long field goals. But David Marshall on to kick the extra point, and we're all knotted up at 7 apiece here with 6:45 left to go here in the first half. So now we'll have to see if the Cougars can answer back. As a nice drive there by Buffalo, goes 54 yards after the short punt by Pearson. Set them up in great field position near midfield to start that drive. Well, man back deep will be Ryan Olson for the Cougars. And Marshall will be on to kick it off. Walks back to the huddle with the ball. Somebody should probably remind him that it's probably a good thing to put the ball down on the tee before you come out to kick it off. Here we go. He's set to line it up. So we figured coming into this one it was going to be a tight contest. And it has been just that. As Marshall lines it up at the 40. He uses the full time available to him to kick the ball off, and now we're set. And Olson will take it at about the 15. He's out across the 20, and he'll be brought down at about the 24-yard line, and that's where the Cougars will take over. We've got 6:40 to work with. Plenty of time left to go here in the first half. And we'll get another look as Olson will bring it out. Nice blocking up ahead of him, and finally brought down by Buffalo. Well, Nowakowski under center. He'll roll to the near side. And tosses it over the outstretched hands of Nate Parcell. And another incompletion now, only 2 of 5 on the night for Carl Nowakowski for 10 yards. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Cougars. Unfortunate for Parcell that he couldn't get his hands on that. He had plenty of room to run. One man split to the near side will be Slayton. Handoff up the middle. And Massey will pick up about 3 yards there for Centennial. So Massey now with, let's give him 4 yards on that play, 29 yards on 6 carries in this one. So a 3rd down and 6 now for the Cougars. Slayton will split to the near side. High backfield for Centennial. One man split to the far side. And we'll have illegal motion to call. The pass complete, but that one's coming back as Ryan Olson wasn't quite set and took a couple of steps forward just as the ball was snapped. You can do that in the CFL, but not in American football. We'll get another look at it as we'll check the penalty. And illegal formation will be the actual call. And so the 3rd penalty now, 15 yards in penalties. I don't know if you can get a look at him over. Olson was out of your screen high left, and he just found himself a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage and needed to shift forward, and took a couple of steps forward just before the snap. And of course that made him in motion. So now Olson split to the far side, Slayton to the near side. Nowakowski looking downfield and way over the head of Olson. About 5 yards too deep for Olson. And now a 4th down and 11 situation for the Cougars, and once again they will be forced to punt it away. Here you see Nowakowski back. He's got time, and he just let it fly, and I'm not sure if it was a miscommunication or if that one just got away from him, as way over the head of Ryan Olson on that one. So once again, Pearson on to punt. And he gets under this one too, and the Centennial players back to defend the punt had it hit behind them. A couple of them didn't even realize where the ball was at, but a very short punt will give Buffalo another great field position, this time in Centennial territory at the 40-yard line. So plenty of time left with 5:14 on the clock for Buffalo to try to put some more points on the board. Here's Christ, takes it to the right side, and he'll be stopped after a gain of about 3 on the play. So Christ, the leading ball carrier in this game, now with 52 yards in the game, so well on his way to a 100-yard game. And an official's timeout as one of the Cougars are down on the field, and see if we can get a look and see who that may be. As the trainer out. And it appears to be Kyle Massey who is down. The defensive end also plays tight end on offense, and Massey now up. He'll come off under his own power, so well, Massey will come off, and that's a big blow for the Cougars. Hopefully they'll get him back quickly. as he plays on both sides of the ball, so you lose 2 positions with him out of the football game. Eric Thompson will be split to the near side, Braun to the far side for Buffalo. Split backs in the backfield on a 2nd down and 7. Here's Chris once again. He's got some room, and he'll be down near the 20. And a gain of about 18 yards on the play for Christ. And another 1st down for the Bison as they pick up their 8th of the game. And actually, he will be shy of the 20. So ball at the 21, 1st and 10. The fake on the handoff. Schmeling will keep it himself. He'll pick up a couple on the play as he's down across the 20 to about the 19. We'll give him a gain of 2 on that one. And you see him fall forward. He'll pick up a couple of yards as he leans his way inside down to about the 19. Clock running just under 4 minutes to go here in the 1st half, and now Buffalo will call a timeout. So Bison will head over to the sideline and talk things over as they will try to get things straight. Well, make sure you keep your dial right here on Channel 15 throughout the rest of the season. Coming up next week, we'll have Spring Lake Park hosting Monticello. That will be their homecoming. And then a couple of weeks from now, it'll be Cambridge Isani coming down here as Mike Watson and his squad will face off against the Blue Jackets and hopefully what will be a battle for 1st place in the North Suburban Conference. Coming up a few weeks after that, Friday, October 11th, we'll have Elk River visiting Blaine. Then it'll be the annual matchup between Spring Lake Park and Centennial. So a lot of North Suburban and Northwest Suburban football coming your way here on North Metro 15. So keep it right here. We'll keep you up to date. Of course, Locker Room Live every Thursday night here on North Metro as well. Kenton Kipp, myself, and Jeff Dinsmore. Hopefully you'll be back in town next week. Jeff down in Dallas. So 2nd down and 8 situation as Thompson will go in motion to the far side. Split backs. The handoff to Christ. And he's still on his feet and he's in for the score. So a 19-yard touchdown run for Christ. And Buffalo will go on top by a score of 13-7 as they will come on to kick the extra point. So Buffalo able to come back with 2 unanswered touchdowns here as Marshall will be on. And Chris picks up his 2nd touchdown of the night. They fumble the snap, so Schmeling will have to try to take it himself, and he will go down hard. So that could be a big play later on in this game as they miss the extra point, and they go on top by a score of 13-7. That drive for the Bison, as we'll take another look at it here. And Chris kind of just stopped for a moment there, let his blocking develop, and then was able to break through on the other side. I think some of the players thought that may have thought that Schmeling still had the football, but nonetheless, it's Chris putting it in the end zone to complete a 4-play, 40-yard drive. The extra point attempt no good, and the Bison lead now by a score of 13-7. Well, the Cougars with plenty of time to answer back. The clock just under 4 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Olsen will be back deep to receive for the Cougars. And Marshall will be on to kick it off. Marshall a little more quick about his business this time out, as must have taken him about a minute and a half to set up the last kickoff. This time he'll be set quickly, and deep kick. And Olson will take it at the 5, across the 10 to the 15. He's out across the 20, clothesline, and brought down. We'll have a face mask penalty, I believe, on Buffalo. And the return out to about the 22-yard line. Let's see if we can get another look at this tackle, as you saw Olson go down hard, and usually when the head stays put and the feet go forward, there you see, nope, that wasn't it. And there it is right there. Yep, and getting his hand, actually it looked like Ray Worm got his hand caught in the face mask more than it was an intentional situation. So it'll just be a 5-yard penalty. And the Cougars will take it 1st and 10 at the 27. And that's where they will start this drive. Well, let's see if they can put something together here on this drive. Well, one man, Slayton, split out to the far side. Handoff to Gray. Gray still on his feet, and he's out across the 30. And he'll pick up a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Frost makes the stop for Buffalo, and we'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 situation. Frost also seeing some time at tight end tonight for the Bison. Olson will go in motion, high backfield, and the handoff this time, and he's wide open across the 50, across the 40, and he will take this one all the way to the end zone. That will be a 70-yard touchdown run for Nate Parcell. Well, that's how you answer back. And so the Cougars quickly back on the run, as they will line up to kick the extra point with 2:50 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. 2-play drive goes 73 yards. And the kick, line drive is good. And the Cougars take a 1-point 14-13 lead as we move closer to halftime with 2:50 left to go. Well, you get a couple of nice blocks, and it's amazing what you can do. And here we'll get another look as the handoff goes to Brian Burns, and he'll take this one 70 yards. And Burns with nothing but green in front of him, as he's able to take it in 70 yards for the touchdown. I think I may have said Nate Parcell at first. I thought I saw a 34, and when indeed it was 30. So Brian Burns will pick up the touchdown as the Cougars strike back in a hurry. Jason Vanslow on to kick it off for the Cougars. And it's a squibber. It'll be taken by Anderson, I believe, and he'll be out across the 25 near the 30. And Chad Anderson with the return, and they will spot the ball near the 30-yard line, and that's where the Bison will take over 1st and 10. So they will actually spot the ball at the 29-yard line, and that's where the Bison will take over. The Handoff comes to the near side. It's Anderson, and he'll be brought down by Jared Massey. And Jesse Gables there also as well, as no gain on the play for Anderson. 2nd down and 10 now. And Schmeling fakes the handoff. He'll drop back to pass over the middle. It's tipped. Is through the hands of Christ. And Mortensen also nearly getting a hand on it as well, as it went through the hands of a couple of players. And after getting off to a hot start, hitting 3 out of his first 4 passes, Schmeling has thrown incompletions on the next 3, so now he's only 3 for 7 in the game. And they still have plenty of time to work with, just over 2 minutes left to go. Now they'll split Anderson out to the near side. Braun and Thompson to the far side. Lone setback is Christ. Schmeling under pressure. Massey chasing him down. Thrown back across the field. It'll be a 1st down for the Bison. And the catch there made by Anderson. And they will pick up the 1st down. So, just as I mentioned that Schmeling has struggled, he comes out firing. Here's the toss out to Thompson. That'll be good for about 10 yards. And we'll see if that's enough for a 1st down. And here you get another look at the nice catch and run afterwards. And it was just enough for a 1st down as they spot the ball at the 48. So a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down for the Bison. Anderson and Thompson split to the near side, 2 men to the far side. Lone setback is Christ. Clock running at 1:40, and it was caught by Thompson. He'll pick up 12 yards and another Bison 1st down. Their 10th of the game, so all of a sudden Schmeling coming alive as, boy, nice grab there by Thompson. So another 1st and 10, this time at the 35. And downfield and just out of the reach of Thompson is he had a step, but the ball thrown a little bit beyond his reach. And that'll stop the clock, as you see, with 1:19 left to go here in the 1st half. So Buffalo still with time to work with. I believe they have 2 timeouts left here in the 1st half. I know they've called one. I'm trying to recall if they called a second. I believe that that other one was a Centennial timeout. So 4 wideouts. Blitz comes and Chris gets by the blitzing linebacker, and he'll be down near the 15. We'll have a gain of about 20 yards on that play. Let's give him 21. And he now has 110 yards on the night, and another Bison 1st down as see him pick his way. The Cougars were blitzing, and the linebackers ran right past him. So 1st and 10, back to pass, and a little bit too long. Will fall incomplete as he intended that one for Thompson. So we'll bring it back out and have a 2nd and 10 now at about the 15-yard line. Down to a minute exactly now left to go as the Bison trying to answer back from the long touchdown run by Brian Burns that gave the Cougars the lead. Andrews and Braun split to the far side. And the handoff to Chris. He'll be stacked up. He'll gain a couple on the play. So a pickup of 1 yard on the play. 111 yards for Zach Christ. Of course, these stats definitely unofficial. But we'll have a timeout now with 50.6 seconds left to go here in the first half. And the Bison definitely making this one interesting as we near halftime. They've been able to mount a couple of nice drives here. Although the first two scoring drives have not been long ones. The first one went 9 plays, 54 yards, and then the second touchdown, with the second touchdown run by Christ, goes 40 yards in 4 plays.
Hey, Matt. Cam, you want to stay for the rest of the game?
So the Bison will break the huddle and come to the line with just over 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. 2 men split to the near side and 2 to the far side. Man in motion is Braun. And Schmeling will be stacked up. Nice job defensively as Bobby Hansen breaks through for the tackle. And no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we'll take another look as Hansen there to wrap him up. Had a little help from his friends as well. Looked like Matt Radenke there to help out. So 4th down and 9 situation. We'll see, looks like they're going to go for it here rather than attempt the field goal. And now they finally call timeout with 8.5 on the clock. And we'll see if they line up for the field goal. As I mentioned, Chad Demir has kicked 5 field goals on the season for Buffalo, but he's not out there doing the kicking tonight. It's David Marshall. So I don't know if we're looking at an injury situation or a discipline situation or quite why Demir's not out there, but so it will be Marshall. Marshall missed an extra point on their last touchdown, although it's not really his fault. It was a fumbled snap. And there you see Mike Watson talking things over with the guys. And we'll see how Buffalo lines it up here with the passing ability of Schmeling. You never know, they may just go for it here on 4th down and attempt to get the touchdown before we go into the half. And no, yes, there will be a field goal attempt, and it will be Marshall. It'll be a 31-yard attempt for Marshall. It's got the distance, and it's good. So Marshall from 31 will make it a 16-14 game as we prepare to go to the second half with a Buffalo lead, barring a Centennial run back, which stranger things have happened, but we'll have to see if Ryan Olson can pick up the blocking he needs to try to answer back. Otherwise, we will go to halftime with a 2-point Bison lead. So the Bison with a nice drive there. Started at their own 29. And it took them 10 plays to complete that drive. go back up on top here by 2. 3.7 on the clock. As Marshall will line it up at the 40. And they squib it. It's taken on the far side. And there on the return was Jordan Kurth. And that will end the first half of play with the score. Buffalo 16, Centennial 14. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and review the first half, get you the stats and all that other good stuff right after this.
Yes, he is. Yep. Too comfortable. Should I stand up for this one? Shut up. Alright, I'm just gonna set it down. You come into the truck.
You make my worlds collide.
And welcome back to Centennial High School. We're just about set to get underway here in the second half. As you see the Cougars warming up, they trail in this one by 2 by a score of 16-14. Well, let's take a look at our first half numbers here as we head into the second half to see if the Cougars can come back. Buffalo with a nice night rushing, 31 carries for 147 yards. 50% passing ratio for Mika Schmilling, and he has 58 yards on the night, 205 yards total for Buffalo, 11 first downs, and they did have that one turnover on the punt. For the Cougars, they have amassed 119 yards rushing on 12 carries, only 2 of 6 passing on the night for Karl Nowakowski, 129 yards total offense for the Cougars, but they have just as many touchdowns as they've been able to score too. They picked up only 3 first downs in the game, but they didn't need any first downs on the one scoring drive as Brian Burns was able to run 70 yards to complete a 2-play 73-yard drive. That made it 14-0. The first score for the Cougars was a pass from Nowakowski to Slayton to complete a 7-play 38-yard drive. That came at 5:55 of the first half. And Buffalo scoring a couple of touchdown runs by Chris, a 3-yard run and a 19-yard run, and then the field goal by David Marshall to give them that 14-16 lead. By the way, on the second touchdown, the extra point was missed as the snap was fumbled, and they were unable to complete the 2-point conversion. So David Marshall will kick off for Buffalo. Back deep will be Ryan Olson. He will take it at about his 10-yard line. He's got some room to run. Mole closes quickly, though, as he's out near the 25-yard line. And that's where the Cougars will start the second half of this game. So we'll see if Centennial now can answer back after taking the quick lead and then having it evaporate after the Buffalo Bison were able to drive 71 yards and complete the 31-yard field goal by Marshall with just seconds left on the clock. That was a nice 2-minute drill by Buffalo. Picked up 3 first downs on that drive and were able to get themselves on the board. Well, here's Nowakowski. He's chased out of the pocket. He'll dump it off and in and out of the hands of Jared Massey. And if he could have caught that one and turned upfield, he would have had a nice little gain. But just a case of dropsies, as has been the case a few times tonight, as Nowakowski's hit the hands of several of his receivers. And will bring up 2nd down and 10. A little bit behind him, but that's the kind of ball you got to catch. So off the hands of Jared Massey. He did have 1 reception in the first half, but was tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 4. And it will be Mark Slayton splitting to the near side. Olson will come in motion to the near side. I backfield for the Cougars. Nowakowski with the handoff to Gray. Gray with a nice gain. And he will be out. Check that. That's Massey. And he will pick up the 10 yards needed for the first down. As the second man through Massey will, well, looks like he may be just a tad bit shy as we'll get another look. And there you see Massey. Nice job of covering up the football. And they will say it's a first down. So 10-yard pickup for Jared Massey. And hopefully that'll be a nice omen for the Cougars as they start the second half. The ball on the 35-yard line. As Slayton will split to the far side. It'll be Olson in the slot on the near side. High backfield, Olson in motion. And handoff up the middle. This time it'll be Burns. He'll be met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Bisons, but Burns will pick up a yard. He is the leading ball carrier for Centennial. 73 yards now in the game. Christ, the leading yard gainer for Buffalo in the first half. He picked up 111 yards on 16 carries. It'll be Slayton split to the near side now on 2nd down and 9. Olson comes in motion to the near side. Back to pass is Nowakowski. He looks downfield, in and out of the hands, and it's picked off. And Schmeling with the return will bring it back inside the 45-yard line and down to the 41. And that's where they will take over, 1st and 10. Here you see Nowakowski. And it goes off the hands of Slayton and right into the outstretched arms of Schmeling. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bison. So they pick up the turnover early here in the second half. They'll split 2 men out to the far side as they will start at the Centennial 41. Here's Christ. He'll take it to the right side. Nice gain. He'll pick up about 8 yards on that play as he's down near the 35. And we'll gain him about 6 yards on that play. So Christ will add to his totals as he's well over 100 yards now, 117. And now we'll have Thompson and Braun split to the near side. Split backs in the backfield for the Bison. Looked like a man left early on the far side, no flag. Christ will power his way forward. Great second effort as he will pick up nearly 10 yards on the play. And another 1st down. And we'll get another look. Just goes around the pile and runs over Jared Massey and pulls his way forward for a few more yards. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Split backs in the backfield. Both receivers split to the far side.
Come on, Dean!
And I think we'll have too much time as the flag is dropped. But we'll take a look at the call of the officials. And we will have an illegal procedure, so penalties even at 3 apiece and 15 yards. And we'll get a look along the line, see if we can see who jumped. And still don't see anybody jumping, but so apparently a player on the far side that we couldn't see must have lifted a hand or something. But 1st and 15 now for Buffalo at the 30.
Come on, defense!
Going back to pass, gets it off to Thompson. He's still on his feet, inbounds, and he'll be down near the 20. So a gain of about 10 yards on that pass play. As the ball will be placed at the 25, and there you get a good look at Thompson. Dances and jives and works his way down to the 20-yard line. So 2nd down and 5 now. Hand off to Christ. He'll go to the far side and he'll be brought down for a short gain down near the 15. It looks like he'll be shy of the 1st down. Let's give him a gain of 4 on that one. And we'll bring up a 3rd and 1 situation. So Zach Christ having a great game. The 5'10", 220-pound running back for Buffalo. Now up to 131 yards on the night. Andrews split to the near side. And Schmeling will be wrapped up and stacked up behind the line of scrimmage. And guess who? Jared Massey there to make the stop. He'll be dropped for a 3-yard loss. And we'll bring up a 4th down situation. And it looks like the Bison will go for it here on 4th and a long 3. As we take a second look, and maybe not. Let's go back to live action on 4th and 3 now. Big play time now for the Cougars. Let's see if they can step up and stop this one. As Schmeling back to pass, looking along the far side, and out of the outstretched hands of his intended receiver. I believe that was Andrews over there. Nope, that was Christ, the intended receiver, and the Cougars will hold and take over on downs. Here's tough to tell from that angle, but it looked like it was Christ that laid himself out, and the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 at the 19. So the Cougars dodge a bullet there after the turnover and see if they can take advantage of it. Pitch comes to the near side. It's Massey. He's got some room, and he'll pick up about 8. And actually, with the second effort there, he may be close to a first down. They may have to bring the sticks out and measure this one as he's out near the 29-yard line. And Massey dives forward, and they're going to bring the sticks across.
Measuring.
My prediction is just shy, but we'll see. Oh my, matter of a couple of inches, so 9-yard pickup there for Massey.
Just short of 10 yards, and then that brings up 2nd and less than a yard.
So my eyesight not failing after all, is it looked as though he needed to get to the 29 to pick up the first down, and as you can probably see, just a few inches short. So 2nd down and short. Watch for a long pass play on this one. Nope, they will hand it off to Burns, and he'll pick up the first down, so they go conservative. And a 3-yard pickup for Burns, as quite frequently teams will take advantage of what's basically a free down and try to go deep, but they go conservative and pick up the first down. So Ryan Olson now will be split to the near side. Slayton was in the slot. The handoff to Massey, and we'll have a nice gain out across the 45, still on his feet, and he's out to the 46. And a gain of 15 on the play for Massey. And very good. A good look at it as he just keeps his feet moving. And able to pick up another first down. So 6 first downs in the game now. Half of those coming here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 at the 47. The handoff to Massey, and Massey will continue driving his feet. He's going to be close to a first down, although he will be shy. Looks like he'll gain about 8. And Jared Massey becoming the workhorse here in the second half. 4 carries for 42 yards to go along with 29 that he had in the first half. Looks like they'll give him a gain of 7 on that play. So make that 41 yards on 4 carries, so averaging nearly 10 yards a carry. Split to the near side is Olson. Cougars seem to be content to keep it on the ground here. Kyle Massey in the slot on the far side. Back to pass is Nowakowski. He goes deep to Olson. He's open, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. That'll be about a 42-yard gain on the pass to Ryan Olson. And here you see Nowakowski, and Olson is wide open. Nice job by James Walls to catch back up to him, and he'll stop him just inside the 5-yard line. He will actually be down to the 3, so we can give him a 43-yard reception on that. Ryan Olson with his first catch of the night, but it's a big one. 1st and goal at the 3 for the Cougars. The handoff to Massey, and he's in for the score. So a 3-yard run by Jared Massey. And the Cougars are the first ones on the board here in the second half as they score with 4:54 left to go here in the third quarter. That drive goes 82 yards as they started at their own 18. 6 plays as Pearson is on. And it's up and good. And the Cougars take the 21-16 lead. Check that. That was Jason Vanselo on to kick. Pearson, the punter. Got my kickers and punters confused there, but nonetheless, the extra point is good. And the Cougars jump out on top, 21-16. Bulk of the yardage coming on that 43-yard reception. And then you see the 3-yard touchdown run by Massey as he drags Schmilling in behind him. And puts the Cougars up on top. So Centennial with a very nice drive there, moving the ball 82 yards in 6 plays. A lot of it on the back of Jared Massey, but the bulk of the yardage coming on the 43-yard catch by Ryan Olson to give them a 1st and goal at the 3. They'll kick it out of play, so the Bison will take over 1st and 10. At the 35-yard line. So pretty good field position, but not nearly as good as they received on their last drive. There you get a good look at Jared Massey back out on defense. One of a few players that plays both sides of the football. His brother Kyle also plays tight end and defensive end. Man in motion is Braun. High backfield for the Bison. The handoff to Chris. Chris will drag a few tacklers forward. He'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. And stop just shy of the 40 at the 39. Clock continues to run with about 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. See if the Cougars defense can hold. This season, the defense has only been giving up about 15.5 points a game, so they've given up their allotment for the night. Back to pass is Schmilling. He's chased out of the pocket, throws on the run, and we're going to have a flag. It'll be pass interference on Massey. No, check that. That's number 27, Josh Kriegler, that made the tackle before the ball got there. And Kriegler, not a happy camper. He throws his hands up, but the tackle made well before the ball reached the receiver. So an obvious pass interference call. And here we'll take another look. Ball thrown, and already Kriegler has made the stop. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. So the Bison move into Cougar territory on the penalty. We'll have 2 men split to the near side, 1 to the far side. On 1st and 10, the handoff to Christ, and he's hit and brought down hard. Coming in to make the stop, Bobby Hansen, number 36, put the helmet in there. And Sala grabbed him first, but Hansen with the hit to stand him up and stop him for no gain. So nice job as the linebacker Hansen comes up and helps out his end, Mark Sala. 2nd down and 10 now for the Bison. Schmeling with the handoff to Christ, and Christ will pick up a few yards. We'll have a flag thrown in at the end of the play. Those are the kind that usually signify face mask, but and that is the call. So a 2-yard gain on the run and tack on another 5 on the face mask. So all of a sudden the Cougars having some penalty problems here. As we'll get another look. And boy, hard to tell, screened out there. Hard to say who got their hand in there, but nonetheless, it's a 2nd down and 3 now with the ball at the 38-yard line. 2 men split to the near side, 1 to the far side, and we'll have a whistle. And I believe one of the officials was looking at the clock, so I'm not sure what the problem was there, but apparently they've straightened it out. And now we'll start the clock, and I believe what may have happened is the clock didn't start after the penalty as they came to the line, and it should have been running, so now they start the clock and bring Buffalo to the line. 2nd down and 3 now. In motion is Braun. He'll go to the far side. And Schmeling will keep it himself. He'll have enough for a 1st down and then some as he's dragged down inside the 30. Give him a gain of 9 on the play. And Buffalo will pick up the 1st down as see him sprint to the far side after faking the handoff to Christ. And finally dragged down. I believe that was Andy Kurek over on the far side to make the stop. So 1st and 10, just inside the 30 at the 29. Andrews split to the near side. In motion comes Thompson. Schmeling gets it off to Thompson through his fingertips. And those are the kind of passes you need to catch, as he had it in his hands. And he'll come back to the huddle and I'm sure apologize to his quarterback, as Schmeling just laid it right in there and right through his hands. You see him looking at the hands there, trying to figure out what happened. So 2nd down and 10. Thompson will split to the near side with Braun. 2 men split to the far side. Single set back is Christ. Long count. And the handoff to Christ. He gets through the initial hit, and he'll be down near the 20. And he'll pick up about 9 yards on that play. Let's give him 8. And you see the effort takes 3 Cougars to bring him down. So 3rd down and 2 now, as one thing Buffalo has had a lot of success is in tonight is getting themselves 3rd and short situations, and they have another one right here at 3rd and 2. Split backs, hand off to Christ, and he'll pick up the 1st down as he's down near the 15. And he will have the 1st down. So about a 5-yard pickup for Christ. The ball just outside the 15. As Thompson will split to the near side. Here they come on the blitz, but Bison pick it up, and he's down near the 10, across the 10, a gain of about 8 yards on that play, as Zach Christ continues to pile up the yardage. So after the 7-yard pickup, Christ now with 46 yards here in the second half. It gives him a total of 157 yards in this game. Clock winding down, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. On 2nd and 3. Here's Christ, and he'll be wrapped up, but he'll be close to the first down. They may have to measure this one. Tough to tell at the angle I'm looking from. It will be a first down, so a 3-yard pickup for Christ. And now it'll be 1st and goal. And let's call it the 4-yard line. Nope, check that, the 5. So on 1st and goal from the 5. Man in motion coming to the near side is Braun. Schmeling will keep it himself, and he'll be tripped up. There on the stop is Kriegler, but he will gain about 3 or 4 on the play. Let's see where they spot the ball. It'll be at the 1, so a gain of 4 on the play. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Centennial clinging to a 5-point lead, 21-16, but Buffalo knocking on the door. And will be a big challenge here as we enter the fourth quarter for the Cougars to keep Buffalo out of the end zone now, as they have a 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Well, in case you joined us late, don't forget to stick around in the coming weeks. We've got some great football coming up here on North Metro 15. We'll have coming up next week, it'll be Monticello traveling to Spring Lake Park. Following week after that, homecoming back here at Centennial, as the Cougars will take on the Cambridge Blue Jackets. Week after that, we'll head over and pick up some Northwest Suburban Conference football, as Elk River will travel to Blaine. And then we'll wrap up the season, the regular season, with the Wednesday night game. And we will have Centennial traveling to Spring Lake Park, as we have the annual Panther Cougar cat fight here on Channel 15.
Jeremy, from the very middle.
Well, the Cougars finally make their way out onto the field as Mike Watson finishes up his conversation. There you see Zach Christ. 160 yards on the night. And the Cougars will try to stop him, as it is 2nd and goal now. I guess you could call it the 2. Hand off to Christ. Will he have enough? He's in for the touchdown. It's a 2-yard touchdown run for Zach Christ. So that comes 3 seconds into the fourth quarter. Well, it was an 11-play drive, and out of those 11 plays, it was Zach Christ on 8 of those carries. They go 65 yards, and Zach Christ picks up his 3rd touchdown of the night. The Bison will go for 2 to try to gain back their 3-point lead. Schmeling, and the pitch, and the Cougars recover. And the 2-point attempt is no good. So the score will remain Bison 22 and the Cougars 21. Well, nice idea there for Buffalo to try to push it back out to a 3-point lead, but Schmeling ran into trouble right away as the Cougars were dancing in the backfield, and He had no place to go. Mike Watson congratulates his defense on the stop. And now it'll be the Cougars' turn to see if they can answer back. Seesaw battle. Centennial went up on top early, 7-0. Here we'll get another look. 2-point conversion. Tough to see from this angle, but looks like it was Andy Keurig that was able to get in there and disrupt things in the backfield. As I was mentioning, the seesaw battle, the Cougars went up on top 7-0. Buffalo answered back, tied it up, made it 7-7, and then went ahead 13-7. The Cougars came back, took a 1-point 14-7 lead, and then Buffalo came back to get the field goal just before halftime. Centennial drops the ball, but they're able to recover and look at pretty decent field position as they will start at the 28-yard line. There you see the return, and here on the return was Luke Moline. So the Cougars will start at the 28. And they'll have to burn a timeout. To continue my thought of earlier, yeah, the Bison wound up with that field goal in the final seconds of the first half, giving them a 16-14 lead going into halftime, but Centennial able to come out on their second drive after their turnover in the first drive and go 82 yards in 6 plays, and a 3-yard touchdown run by Jared Massey made it a 21-16 game, and then the answer back on the 2-yard touchdown run by Zach Christ, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And there you get a good look at Mr. Massey. And a key player in this one tonight. A couple of big tackles. And of course, that touchdown. All right, now the Cougars are set to go. 1st and 10 from their 28. Hand off to Massey. Finds some room on the corner, and he'll be out near the 40-yard line. He'll be close to a 1st down. And it looks like he will gain about 12 yards on that play. Nice run by Jared Massey. And a 1st down. Even the cameraman bit the fake on the handoff there, and Massey turns the corner, and he picks up 12. Now he has 85 yards on the night. And this time, Brian Burns with the carry, and let's give him 4 yards on that one. Well, we haven't seen Matt Gray in the game here in the second half. He only had 7 yards in the first half. So apparently he must have re-injured himself and is on the sideline. So 2nd down and 6 now. And just as I mentioned, Matt Gray not in the game. He comes in and he'll pick up the 1st down as he gains 7 yards on the play. So first carry of the second half for Matt Gray, and it's good for a 1st down. So apparently whatever was bothering him, he's all right as he comes off the field. So Cougars doing a nice job of ball control on the ground here in the second half, as they've only attempted 2 passes, but that one was a big one. Massey is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss as Zach Christ comes up to make the stop. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play for Massey. And there you get a look at Matt Gray, the 200-pound senior. So second down and 12 situation now. Make that second and 13. And the handoff to Massey. He'll pick up a nice gain of about 12 yards on the play. Actually, let's give him 13 on that one. And a 3rd and 3 situation now as he's out just across the 40-yard line near the 39. And a 3rd down and 3 situation as the Cougars continue to burn clock and move the ball. Ryan Olson split to the far side for the Cougars. And the handoff to Massey once again. And he'll pick up another 7 yards and a Cougar first down. So Jared Massey getting the bulk of the work. Now with 73 yards in the second half. And that will put him over the 100-yard mark. At least by my total, gives him 102. And a 1st and 10 now for the Cougars. He's inside the 35 at the 33. Here's the handoff to Massey. Massey will be tripped up at the 30. Gain of 3 on the play.
Justin Murray on the tackle. Gain of 3 makes it 2nd and 7.
So 2nd down and 7 now with the tip of the ball just shy of the 35-yard line. Or check that, just shy of the 30-yard line. Nowakowski looking to the far side. And is it caught? Ryan Olson makes the catch. And he'll gain 6 yards. So Ryan Olson now with 49 yards receiving. He's just shy of the 1st down. It's tough to tell from our vantage point here in the press box as he laid himself out and gathered that one in. So a great catch by Ryan Olson. Brings up a 3rd and short. The pitch to Gray. He'll have the first down as he's down to the 20-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 on the play. And Centennial now starting to catch up with Buffalo. Buffalo had 11 first downs in the first half. They've picked up 3 here in the second half. Or check that, 4 for a total of 15. The Cougars only had 3 first downs in the first half and now have 11 as they've picked up 8 here in the second half. So Cougars with the ball control offense. They'll split Olson out to the near side, I backfield. The handoff to Massey, and he's down near the 10. He has to get to the 9 for a first down. Check the spot. Looks like he'll gain about 8 yards on the play. As you see him dragging several players forward. Olson splits to the near side, so Jared Massey and Ryan Olson really stepping it up here in the second half here. And this time Massey's hit hard. He'll bounce off, and he may have enough for a first down. He was just clobbered behind the line of scrimmage as coming through was Matt McCullum. And it looks like he's going to be stopped just shy. Nope, they're going to be coming out to measure. He had about a yard and a half, 2 yards to go to pick up the first down. And he'll be just shy, so we'll give him a gain of 1 on that play. And about a half a foot to go. Now we'll see if Nowakowski will dive for this one. Or if they'll hand it off. Olson will split to the far side. High backfield for the Cougars. And the handoff off the right side, or the left side, I should say. And Burns with the carry. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the play. So he'll be down near the 8 as the Cougars first and goal at the 8 for the Cougars. And Massey still on his feet, and he stopped just shy of the goal line. So Massey will pick up 7 yards on the play.
Massey with the run, 7 yards.
And it will be second and goal from the 1. And no matter what happens tonight, you can't doubt the effort of Massey as he tried to reach across the goal line, but he stopped just inches short. And the Cougars knocking at the door once again on second and goal. Just inches away. Here's Nowakowski off to Massey. Touchdown. So Jared Massey will pick up his second touchdown of the night. And they burn a lot of clock on the drive as well. That's probably almost as important as the score as you see him dive in on the right side. He'll kick the extra point. And the fake, Nowakowski's being chased. And the extra point try will be no good. So the score will remain 27-22. Boy, almost a contact before the ball got in there, but the extra point no good. 13 plays on that drive, and they go 72 yards for the score. And the seesaw battle continues. Well, it's been a wild one, folks. And we're down to just under 5.5 minutes left to go. We'll see if the Cougars can hold off the Bison. Cougars battling to stay on top here in the North Suburban Conference. They're 2-0 coming into this one. This one will go out of bounds near the 10, so once again, Buffalo will get the ball at the 35-yard line. So we're trying to squib the ball and get it into the corner to prevent a nice return by the Bison, as they have a very explosive kick returner in Eric Thompson, but they've succeeded in keeping it away from Thompson, but unfortunately it's gone out of bounds the last 2 tries. So Buffalo once again will start at their 35-yard line. Plenty of time to work with, 5:27 on the clock. They will split Andrews and Braun to the near side. Thompson split to the far side. Split backs in the backfield are Anderson and Christ. Here's Schmeling with the handoff, and Christ has got some room, and he bowls his way ahead. A gain of 20 yards on the play for Zach Christ. So he will pick up another first down, 16th of the game, and that's just sheer power there as he picks his way through, but even after he's tackled, he pulls a player or two forward with him. So 1st and 10 inside Cougar territory. Nose of the ball right at the 45. Clock continuing to run at 5:10. Here's the handoff to Anderson, and he'll be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage there to make the stop. The end to Kyle Massey. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play by Anderson. That's Anderson's first carry of the second half. He only had 3 carries for 7 yards in the first half. And realistically, no gain on the play, so second down and 10. As the ball just moved from one side of the 45 to the other. 2 men split to the near side. Schmeling taking his time. Here they come with the blitz. And Christ, no, check that. Yeah, it was Christ with the ball. And he'll pick up about 3 yards on the play. So third down and 7 now as the ball just shy of the 42. New receiver in the game is James Walls for the Bison. Braun will come in motion to the near side. And here's Schmeling rolling, looking, throws it downfield. He has Braun, and he's down inside the 25. So another first down.
Brought down by Bobby Hansen.
An 18-yard pickup on the play. And there you see the nice catch by Braun. That's only the second completion of the second half for Buffalo, but first and 10. Just inside the 25. The handoff to Christ. And he'll gain about 3 yards on the play.
Brought down by Kyle Massey.
Clock down near 3 minutes to play. Let's give Christ a 2-yard pickup on that one instead. Second down and 8 now. And the clock continues to run under 3 minutes, but from this point in the from this field position in the field, I should say, plenty of time to work with. Thompson split to the far side along with Braun. Schmeling, long count once again. Back to pass, nearly picked off. Was getting a hand in there was Bobby Hansen to tap that one away.
Broken up by Bobby Hansen.
Hansen with some nice defense there. Kind of waited back a little bit and then just got over there and got the hand in to tip that one away. So third down and 8 now.
Ball is a Centennial 2.
Braun split to the far side. Andrews and Thompson to the near side. Split backs in the backfield are Anderson and Christ. In motion goes Thompson. Schmeling back to pass. Being chased out of the pocket by Massey. Throws to the sideline. Braun can't go up and get it off his fingertips. That'll bring up fourth down for the Bison. As it all comes down to this for Buffalo. The Cougars can stop him here. They should be able to run out the clock and put this one in the books. Let's get another look. Schmeling being chased out by Kyle Massey and let that one fly, but Braun couldn't go up after it, or he did go up after it, but couldn't go up high enough as it went off his fingertips and out of bounds. Braun and Andrews split to the near side. Thompson to the far side. Back to pass is Schmeling. He's looking down across the middle to Braun. He can't make the catch. He had the ball in his hands at the goal line and couldn't scoop it up. And the Cougars dodge a bullet with 2:21 left to go in this one. They'll get it back at their 22-yard line. Here you'll get a good look at it. The ball comes in low, and actually it bounced before he had a chance to grab it. So even if he did hang on, it would have been for naught. So the Cougars now need to pick up a first down or two. Cougars have to be careful here not to be too lackadaisical, though, as Buffalo still has a timeout or two left. Here's Massey off the right side, and Buffalo will use the timeout. And Massey on the play will gain about a yard. Well, if things remain the same, our player of the game tonight will be Jared Massey. So far in this game, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's done a wonderful job. Zach Christ, a great effort tonight as well. He's nearing 200 yards. He's got 187, so he could possibly see 200 yards. That'd have to be a major disappointment for the running back for Buffalo to gain close to 200 yards in a game and yet not be able to come away with a victory. All right, 2:14 left on the clock, and Buffalo jumps. That'll help. We'll make sure the call is on Buffalo. It will be an offsides. 4th penalty for 20 yards for Buffalo, but not many more important than that, as it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 situation. For Centennial. I guess we'll call that running play to Massey, no gain. And they jump again. And Centennial needed to pick up a first down, but they need to do it while they're running the clock. This should give them the first down, as there was a short gain of a couple of feet. Yeah, and now that with the 2 5-yard penalties, that'll give them the first down. Most importantly, they got Buffalo to burn a timeout. So 2:13 left to go now. Ryan Olson will split to the far side. Handoff to Gray. Gray stacked up. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and Buffalo will use their final timeout. So 1 yard loss for Gray. He has 17 yards now on 6 carries, I should say. And by my count, that's the 3rd timeout for Buffalo. They used one earlier here in the half. So 2:06 left to play, and depending upon what Totino Grace did tonight, the Cougars could be all alone atop the North Suburban when the morning papers come out tomorrow morning. Jared Massey has gone over 100 yards. And Nowakowski keeps it himself. Did he stay in bounds? Looks like he did. Okay, that's Buffalo's 3rd timeout. I thought they had used one earlier in the game, but apparently not. So no gain on the play for Nowakowski.
at their own 31-yard line.
So it'll be a third down now. Just under 2 minutes to go. So now if the Cougars can pick up another first down, which is going to be difficult now on 3rd down and 11, they're probably going to have to throw the ball. They could put this one away, but looks like Buffalo may get another opportunity here. Olsen will split to the far side. Nowakowski will bring him back. And a timeout, as Nowakowski didn't like what he saw, so a timeout followed by a timeout, and eventually we'll get this game wrapped up here. 1:58 left on the clock here in the 4th quarter, and the Cougars with the 5-point lead. Of course, Buffalo will have to score a touchdown. They can't just kick a field goal. Still the mystery for Buffalo, Chad Demir with 5 field goals on the night, but they had Marshall kicking tonight, so that may be a key factor as we wrap this up. Actually, it shouldn't be a factor because they need to get a touchdown. Never mind what I just said, folks. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 11. High backfield for the Cougars. Everybody's had a nice little break, and now let's finish up the game. Here's Massey, and he's got the first down. Out near the 50-yard line. He'll pick up 15 yards and a Cougar first down. That gives them 108 yards here in the second half, and none of them more important than that as he picks up the first down. The clock will continue to run. Buffalo now with no way of stopping it. Down to 1:39. Cougars will take their time coming to the line. And now they'll just go into the kneel down. And Nowakowski will kneel with 1:26.
Nowakowski kneels down.
So after an opening loss to Armstrong to start the season, the Cougars will reel off 3 wins in a row here, and they will stand atop the North Suburban Conference. Going into next week's game at Irondale, which should be a very tough challenge for the Cougars. Buffalo doesn't get it much easier. They head to Cambridge Isani next week, so both of these teams with a tough row to hoe. As it's 3rd down now and about 13 yards to go, but that doesn't really matter. Most importantly is the amount of time on the clock, as this will be the last play of the game. And that's it. Nowakowski takes the knee, and the Cougars will move to 3-0 in the conference and 3-1 on the season. Our player of the game is Jared Massey. He'll finish up the night with 137 yards rushing on 22 carries to go along with a couple of touchdowns. So there you see the fullback Jared Massey. A great night for him. Had a couple of big plays on defense as well, and he helps carry his team to another victory and first place here in the North Suburban Conference. Well, that'll wrap things up here from Centennial High School. For the rest of the crew, I'm Dave Washburn, and I'll see you later.
You make my worlds collide. You make my life complete. You let them see me fly.
The Minnesota Media Archive is brought to you by North Metro TV. Your support helps make the archive possible. If you like this video, please consider a one-time donation.